In this video, you're gonna see the Royal Champion skins that I like the most, the decent skins, the okay ones, and the worst skins. The first skin is the Winter Champion. Now this was the very first Royal Champion skin, so there's really not much to it. It has a lot of simple animations. It's also a gold pass skin, so don't expect a lot of visual effects or custom sound effects from it. Of course, her ability is just as satisfying as ever. I do like this design. The winter skins are some of my favorite skins, but it's still an average skin. I'm gonna put her in the B tier. Next is the Rogue Champion. Now this design is a fairly good design. I think it's definitely better than the Rogue Queen. I still like the design of the Rogue King more. This one is in the same boat as the Winter Champion. It's a gold pass skin and there's not much to it other than a custom design. She does have the custom shield when she uses her ability, but this is still a pretty average skin and the design is also kind of average. I don't like it or hate it, so I'm gonna put it in the B tier right below the Winter Champion. The Jungle Champion is one of the few standard skins in Clash of Clans. This one released with Town Hall 14 and the design is a lot different from most Royal Champion skins. She is standard, so she's not going to have a lot of the features that legendary skins have. So far I haven't seen any custom visual effects or heard any custom sound effects. This is a pretty mid-tier design, but I think I do like the design more than the Winter Champion, so I'm going to also put her in the B tier, but at the top of the B tier. The Gladiator Champion is really where Clash of Clans started to get a hang of things. This was a huge step up from the other skins as far as design and some effects go. The stats might not be much different from the other gold pass skins, but this design and just the way the skin is polished, it looks so much better. The color scheme of this skin is really what I like the most. That gold and the blue, especially the lightning bolt blue. Although I love this design, it still doesn't have as many features as I would like, so she's going in the A tier. The Shadow Champion is also an excellent design. I don't like it quite as much as the Gladiator Champion, but you can tell that the quality is being maintained with this Shadow Champion. The ability of the Shadow Champion is one of my favorites, where she throws that skull lantern and it hits all the buildings. I'm still not seeing any big improvement in the amount of sound effects and visual effects in this skin, so she's still kind of on that mediocre level of Royal Champion skins at this time. That means that I'm putting her in the B tier, but I like this one more than any of the B tier skins. The very first legendary champion skin was the Primal Champion. I love this one. You can definitely see that they gave this skin a lot of the legendary features. That selection animation was much longer than any other Royal Champion skins. When I deployed her, you can see that fire ring visual effect. She throws that turtle, again, one of my favorite ability animations. For some reason, for her knockout animation, there's actually less visual effects than the default champion. Not sure what's going on there. The design of this one is not my absolute favorite, just because I don't like the color scheme of this skin as much as other skins, so she's going to go in the A tier but below the Gladiator Champion. The Summer Champion is next. The design of this one is really solid. Even though her animation may defy some physics, I do like the animations of this skin. I find it really funny that she literally never uses her goggles, even in this trailer for the summer skins where she was underwater. But that's beside the point of the design of this skin. I think this is a solid A tier skin, but I'm gonna put her below the Primal Champion because I just love the Primal Champion's animations. The Pixel Champion, the second legendary skin, and you already know if you've been watching my channel that this is my favorite champion skin, but actually once the Gingerbread Champion releases, she's gonna take the place of the Pixel as number one. But I just love the cute cartoon personality of the Pixel Champion as well as all the animations and sound effects. So Pixel Champion goes in the S tier. Next is the Party Champion. Now this one is a great skin as far as the amount of effects and things go, but I just don't like her design or her animations. So this is really a subjective take on the Party Champion because I can just see that she has tons of value with the style of her animations and the amount of visual effects, animations, and sound effects she has. But this is a simple fact of that I just don't like the design, so she's gonna go in the B tier. I'm gonna put her right above the Jungle Champion. The Magic Champion is next. Now the Magic set is one of the best sets in the game and a fan favorite for sure, but the Magic Champion is actually my least favorite of the set. It's mainly the design of the skin that I don't like, and I can't really pinpoint or articulate exactly what it is about the design that I don't like. But just like all the Magic skins, she has so much value, lots of visual effects, sound effects, and some really great animations. The amount of features this skin has balances out my distaste for the design a little bit, so she's gonna be up in the A tier. The Pirate Champion is next. I feel like we waited so long for this skin after we got the other three in the pirate set, and the pirate scenery was the second scenery we ever got. But now that we finally have the champion, she is definitely one of the best value skins in the pirate set, and I love the design of this skin. The blue with the gold lining looks phenomenal. Most of her animations are pretty standard, but she is a gold pass skin, so you can't expect tons of visual effects or some crazy animations. The design is really what carries this one. I like her more than the Primal Champion and even more than the Gladiator. I'm actually gonna put the Pirate Champion up in the S tier just because I like the design so much. The Jolly Champion is a legendary skin, really solid amount of animations, sound effects, and visual effects, but a lot of the skin is just weird to me. The most obvious thing is just the green color doesn't fit with the other red skins. It's debatable whether or not that's a big deal, but also just some of her sound effects are kind of weird. Her staff, I argue, would have looked much better if it was a candy cane rather than the weird staff with the pointy candy cane tip on it. The blue hair does not go with the green color because the other accents are red, yellow, and gold, and then the blue hair just sticks out like a sore thumb. Fortunately, you can't see it until she gets knocked out. I do like her shield, the sugar cookie that she throws. This skin still is a great pick. I'm gonna put her at the bottom of the A tier. The Warrior Champion is such a great skin. The color design is phenomenal. She has some excellent animations, as you can see. The Warrior set is some of Clash of Clans' best design work. Playing with her, it doesn't look like she has any outstanding animations or even any custom sound effects, but the design of this skin just carries it so hard. It's so good. The purple, gold, and red look so good together. This one is an S tier skin. I'm putting her right above the Pirate Champion. Next is the Painter Champion. This one is legendary and has a lot of legendary effects. Champion skins tend to have less effects than King, Queen, or Warden skins, and as you heard me say in my other skin rankings, all the other Painter skins don't quite feel legendary to me, but the Champion actually does, because legendary Champion skins usually lack a lot of effects, but this one having those visual effects when you deploy her and other visual effects, sound effects, and animations, she actually does feel legendary, and I really like the design. Really solid skin. She's gonna go right in the A tier below the Gladiator Champion. The Dark Ages Champion is a really solid design. I like the balance between a simple and complex style of her armor. She is legendary, so we could expect quite a few animations, sound effects, and visual effects. It actually doesn't look like she has very many. The design of the skin is pretty good, but she doesn't have a lot of features like she should, so she's gonna go at the top of the B tier. Next is the League Champion. She's a legendary skin exclusive to the CWL medals, and she was a huge disappointment when I did my review on her because I realized that she's essentially a recolor of the default champion. Even though her color scheme looks amazing, they really didn't do much to make this skin different, and she didn't have any custom visual effects. It was actually the default shield and spear that she would throw when she attacked and when she used her ability. I don't know if they've done any revisions or improvements to this skin. I'm crossing my fingers that they have. I still do like the design, so let's put her right above the Party Champion. Next is the Goblin Champion. She has a great design, especially for Goblin skins. I think they executed it pretty well. Her animations are very elaborate. She definitely fits in with that Goblin theme, which I'm still kind of on the fence about whether I really like it or really hate it. You can't really hate it because of how well they executed it, so I'm leaning more towards I like the set. It looks like she's, again, sort of an average legendary skin for a champion. Not a ton of visual effects, but I do hear a lot of custom sound effects. The design is middle of the road for me, and she has quite a few effects, so she's going at the bottom of the A tier. The Future Champion is next. I love these epic animations of the Future Champion. This selection is so cool. The pose is just as cool, just shorter than the selection. I think they executed executed this design so well. The color of her hair matches really well with the color of her clothes. They moved away a little bit from that blue design of the champion and they went with more of a light teal color, but it looks super futuristic as it's supposed to, and the blade that she throws and the shield looks so epic. And one of my favorite animations of this skin is the knockout animation where she's getting electrocuted. The animation just looks so funny. This skin is definitely S tier. I'm gonna put her above the warrior champion. I won't rank the ghost champion. For context, you can see my community post or the previous skin rankings in this series. Next is the champion's champion. This one was executed so well, fits in perfectly with the set. The spear looks a little weird, but the animations are excellent. I love the design of these champion skins, and they kind of delivered on that meme of the champion. She has tons of animations, even custom sound effects and visual effects. She's definitely S tier. I'm gonna put her right above the warrior champion. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss my scenery ranking.